Hey guys, I'm here, back again. And, yeah, I know this video is coming out a little late. Oh shoot, I need to... If I remember, this is just a glitch. This is just a loading glitch. Calm down. There's nothing, nothing screwed up. So, uh, let me just save and respawn it real quick. That will probably fix it. Let us see. Yep. So, today's video, I don't know what I said I was gonna do for today's video, last video, but I have decided this is gonna be a turret interior, and we're also gonna finish that, the dreaded engine room for the front. We also are gonna do some miscellaneous things, like fix some design choices that I made that kind of need to be switched over. So to start, I think we're gonna start with the engine, which means I have to get this image back up. Give me one sec. I'm loading up a bunch of stuff. Here we go. Ah! Well, that kind of sucks. Anyhow, so to get started, we're going to do the dreaded forward engine. Which is a little bit different. It has the same principles. There's a couple things that changed. Alright. I got this. So, I was trying to think up a solution for this engine issue right here. And I think I have it, but it's sad. Like, do something like this. I don't like the shape, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So this is gonna be the first thing. It's just a change right there. Or hide that again. Maybe there's something I can do here. So I am on a slightly experimental version of the server right now. And I mean, it's kind of fun to do this kind of... little bit of testing area kind of stuff. So I'm going to do it like this. That might actually change the shape. Yeah, that's fine. That shape right there is fine. All right, so we need to copy this part at least. The height. I mean, not the height, but the area it takes up. And it will be using... Let me get the count up. It will have 4 boilers. And they're going to be the same two mags, so I need to make sure I have the right amount of engine blocks, which was already kind of tight with the old engine, but there's some other stuff I can do with this one because it does not touch at all. But I can't have it touch the wall. That's the one problem. It does not touch the wall. That's the biggest issue here, and I think I have a solution for that, though. I don't know why I'm fully filling this out by hand. Anyhow. It is the same general layout The engines themselves are pushed further back. So we won't have this long shaft here. It's going to just end up. Let me do something real quick. I just realized. That's tricky. I'll figure out something. When we get nitty gritty, I'll probably have to funnel the drive shaft through the torpedo protection, which is not very safe, but it does mean I can actually fit it. Anyhow, first thing I will say I noticed is that coming here, I want to do something similar for the tubing, but it's different. It's a little bit different. So it comes, let me see. Yeah, it comes from right here. It comes from the side, like that. And because there's less space, these should be the same length. Just with this part at the end of it. So if I put this guy here, that means I pushed it back like 3 blocks. Oh, I didn't think about that actually. That's in the ground. Alright. Keep it like that. Keep it like that, because I might have to fit engine blocks under it. So, with that knowledge down, actually, you know what? I might not have to worry about the shaft problem. So, for those wondering what I'm talking about, I'm not sure if this is a shaft ship or a 4 shaft. So I need to go check. Let us see. It's usually a pretty easy way to check this. I think it's a 2 shaft. No. It's a 4 shaft. I'm wrong. Okay. So we'll have to do funky. We'll have to do something funky with that. But for now, I do it like that. And actually, because I noticed I can actually set it up to go like that. Because it does angle. So that's the easy part out of the way. So these are each, with the boilers I'm using, I'm trying to get 34 knots. Now, with these being 2s, they take a lot less. But now, I'm going to do 4 times 19.5. I need a 78 block. Because these guys over here, if I remember, these are only, well, let me get my axe. 38s, yeah. So these have, what I'm working on right now. Good grief of Moses. Anyhow, these have double. So, starting off, this is going to still be the exact same design on this side. There's not a reason it should change, because it is quite literally the same. So what's probably going to change is this area. All right. So that's too tall. And we're going to do sneaky right there. Because we're already working off another engine, I find it completely okay to go look back at what you were originally doing. As long as it's your stuff, okay? Just, you can take inspiration from other people, just make sure definitely not to copy other people's stuff. But if you're working on your own engine, you don't really got to worry about that. You're already working on something you made, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Alrighty, there we go. And here's the part that's a little bit wonky, because I covered it up and plated it up. So yeah, that was the attachment between the two engines. I'm trying to see, is this one a little longer, maybe? I can give it a little more girth, I think. So that's by 3, so we'll make this one up here by 4. Yeah. So that's the middle, so we can't touch that. It still can't touch the wall, but this area is going to be a little different because of how it's built. Still going to have this raise here and the lift up. This time it's going to be a central shaft, though. And something different here is going to be, I need that night vision potion again. Okay, there we go. It is a little bit bigger, but it also needs to have these stilts on the inside. Yeah, I know it looks kind of weird how I'm building it right now, but I noticed... I guess the stands are probably going to still be touching. Huh. Oh, I could always put it against the wall, but that would not be accurate, is the thing. You know what? I can do something like this engine room, but a little different. So, they need to be slightly bigger engines, that's true. I need to have this passageway, but I'm going to do this so it looks different. Alright, yeah, so the start difference right here is going to be how this path works, because I need as much area as I can get. And if I go by quartz level, I get 2 blocks. Right? Yep. This one's going to be a little harder to get around. Although, I'm going to change this area so that you can get around it. So the shaft is still going to be there. Oh, this time I think it's going to connect. The shaft is right there. Yeah. Give it the same, like, walk up here. And I know this one seems pretty disjointed. I'd agree it is. But I have a reason for that. Kind of want to make it so you can come down. Like that. And then if you need to go back up like that. Does mean I get a little more engine space here because I can put that down, put that down, and I can put another engine block right there. Yeah, it's going to work a little bit different than the original engine did. Because it's 4 long, I actually need to place this block here. Yeah. All right. Make sure it gets its separation. And we're back to the top. Which means... Where's the lift area? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out something. My brain's a little bit not functioning right now. I think it goes like this, actually. It doesn't have to in this scenario, I guess. It can just go... I can just have one central one for this. Like that. Trapdoor. That. I think that works. Let me give it the top right here. How did I bottom these out? Oh, I didn't because they're all... Okay, yeah, so I'll probably put some under that. So I do want to count how many engine blocks I have already, and this is the same height restriction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll get rid of the trapdoor for now. I don't think I actually used the trapdoor in the last one. So right now we have 51. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty high. I think it was, here we go, 19.578. So we're actually on good progress with how many engine blocks we're getting. And this time we can't do that. So that is a disadvantage from using these kind of turbines. I have to use a little more creative freedom. These are going to look a little different. They're probably going to look like less bulky, if anything. And I could put fuel down here. Again, you gotta find places to stash fuel. All right. I'm gonna give it the same gray wool right there. Let's just make sure what block it was. And the good news is this doesn't have to change. This can still be like that. All right. I do want to change this though. So one of the things I have an issue with is it doesn't look bulky enough. But these two engines cannot touch. Also just made me realize how I'm going to do this. Yeah, so this should come up here. Under it can be fuel. Again, you got a flat, or a little bit of clever trickery. Now up to 57. All right. So if I'm looking back at the older engine room, did it from the side. I can still do it from the side. Come up here, and you go like that. And voila. You now have a way up. Not sure this one's going to be as good as the other engine room. That's okay. Not everything needs to be perfect. And this is going to still extend up into the roof. But the generators, as I noticed, actually, now that I remind myself, because there's a wall here, I can do it like that. All right. I can actually use the same setup right here. Gives a better look, I think. Yeah. It's probably not as space efficient, I will say. Like that? No. I can put something here. That will look good. All right. So right now our issue is engine blocks. But we do have a handy little fellow right here called space. All this unused space. That gets us up to 61 for this because it's a bulkier engine. I don't mind showing that. So now we're up to close the amount we need, but not yet. So how do you make it so that this has more girth to it? Well, you can do that, which extends the engine blocks. And I'm not actually using the right color yet, but I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Like that. I could always put one right there, but it would kind of screw up the look. I don't want to waste air, so right here is not an option. But you know, it is an option. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought it would be. All right. Come around. Just making sure everything works right here. So the added advantage with this right here is I can actually put more engine blocks in. Like, I don't have to hide them. This is a block longer, this structure right here, but at the same time, I don't have that kind of, like, engine alley. Unless I want to put it on the other side, which would not give me as many engine blocks. But I can put an engine alley right there. Yeah, it doesn't look that great. Well. I can figure something out. I can't put a block here. I can't put blocks there. And I am down to 66. It's time for some foolery then. That gives me 70, 74, and you'll see why in a sec. And 76, let me see. 76 divided by 4 is 19, so that's still in my acceptable range. So these engine rooms are going to look a little different. This one will definitely look a little strange in comparison to the last one, but it is to make the engines work. So let me get the floor down, and you're going to see what I'm about to do. So you might say, well, it just says 70. You got those 2 slots open. What are you going to do here? Well, this is where my handy-dandy friend, which I should add to the other one, engine valves come in. And there's 2 different types of valves. And it's just to make it look like it's not you want at the same time. So if I go here and that, there, and that, on this side it doesn't matter as much, like that. And behold, that is actually a 70 engine block solution, which I am about to take further. So I meant to do this on this last build, so I'll come down here and show you what I'm about to do. You get your engine valves, you place them down here, because it just looks nicer. There's nothing like hidden about it. It just looks kind of nice to have those chugging down there, you know? Of course, they could look good like that. I think that is it. No, I think that... Oop. Yep. Yeah, I think that would be interesting to watch right there. And then what you do right here, come over to my friend, this engine block. And what you're going to use this engine block for is very simple. Use it a little outline. Although I used it the wrong way. Like that. And what that does is very simply gives you like a little lip. And yeah, I could put some blocks over it or something, but it's not, that's not really going to look as good. So here we go. We have to get some diesels in. That's what I was probably going to use this space for. Because this one's pushed back, and I noticed on the plans, if I come find where I was, there's a couple more tubes around here. Which also means I will probably put one of these. Does mean we have less space for a workbench in the back, but beggars cannot be choosers. So we'll probably put back here, up here, we'll probably put a diesel. We'll put 2 diesels attached to this piping, which does actually mean I didn't have to do this, but it differentiates the build enough, I think. Although I can just do that for cohesion. Alright, so you come here. It's going to be diesel gen, so we can hide that. Probably put some fuel back there. Something like this. And they're going to be the same design of diesel. And I hope this one looks good. I don't think it will, but I mean, it is a bit more cramped on the space, in all fairness. There. So you come up, you have a diesel gen there. I could move these back. Keep it in the ground for a block more. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to move it so that this comes here. I can just move that there. Keep it like that. Yeah, this piping's getting a little weird. I didn't have to do that, I don't think. But I am also scrapping for engine blocks, so yeah. I will probably just do that for diesels. Right here, yeah, I'll make them like ground level. Add a sign. I'm not going to do any of the equipment signs yet. I think that's what I'm going to do before. Next video is probably going to be equipment signs. I'll put that there. So what goes here? Well, I was noticing what looked like, I say looked like vaguely, kind of like, not tubes exactly, but, how do I describe it? These pipes look like, it looks like the pipes funneled into something here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that too tall and give it a, hold up, I have to fly to someone else's plot to grab a head. Thank you, block. And pop that just on there. Like that. And I have noticed something I forgot to put in this one, in this engine room. And we'll probably put it in later. But I like to put speaking tubes on my ships. This will come all the way back. Because you still need those air filters. This guy. You still need that. I don't think it's an air filter, if I remember. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I do remember it from a ship I've built. Event. And we're going to flip it. So, there we go. And yeah, it doesn't look as dark because it's not installed yet, but it will look darker. And I'm going to make it look like that one. So these pipes, this pipe, we'll need to do something different. This only goes above this guy. I think travels inwards. And that piped into that. I might make this shaft shorter. Because I do want to have my crew be able to fit through that area. So instead, I'll just do it like this. Oh wait, I lose engine blocks doing that, don't I? Yes, I do. Or well, no, I don't. I don't lose enough to matter. All right. Put these back in. And so that's what you get right now. Put some fuel in, because again, fuel's always good. And I think, yeah, we have these two pipes up here. to get that. Okay. That's making me happy. I might... Ooh, that does give me an idea. I'll offset this. Wonder how long this has been. Oh, let me see. Huh. Oh, this one might be a little screwed up. Hold up. Yeah, I think I did actually screw up the recording here. Blending mode. I think I screwed something up. I did screw something up. I'm sorry, guys. This video is not going to look that great. Or... Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll try to... I don't think I can fix that. Anyhow. I'll continue on. I'm sorry about that, guys. That sucks. I just picked up on that. Alright. I changed the settings, so... I guess that's probably why that happened. Alright. Run this one down here. And I am going to put the workbench here now. Because again, I like having workbenches in all of my rooms. I noticed that I didn't put any cargo lockers here. So I'm probably gonna have to put some cargo somewhere. Right here might be a good place to stuff some cargo. Yeah, you can't even get back here from here because of this pole. So I can put some cargo back here. That looks fine. Alright. Here, I'm gonna get my workbench set up there. But this one's gonna be a little different than the last one because it is going to have a generator on it. Well, a quote-unquote generator. As in a reason to pump air into this. Actually, there's a new block that was recently made that I'm going to use. Now, well, recently textured. Let me go find it. So I don't remember what it looks like. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And sorry for the beginning of the video that I know is gonna look terrible because I didn't do that. Here we go. Alright, yeah, so it's pumping into the fuel locker right there. And then put my carpet on. Because that looks to me like what where you stow fuel. I have one of these at work, so that's my point of reference. I don't know. Make it double tall. And then, because that is all done, we now have an engine room. So let me refly you through it, because I screwed up the first time. It is different. It has more blocks. And I'm probably going to put the signs here. Alright. Need my potion again? I don't know why I deleted it. Probably because I need some inventory space. Night vision. Pop. Alrighty. So, next we're going to do turret interiors. Before I get to that, I need to change something here. So I said I'd do the half and half turrets, like this. I screwed up how Emile's turret is, if I'm going to do it that way. It has this flat section, and it's kind of weird looking. So I would have to do something like that. It just becomes flat. It just becomes flat in the back. It has a weird turret dip. If I wanted to show you practically how that looked, I think this would actually be moved to. Let me look at the turret. Let me look at the turret. An actual picture of the turret might help here. Oh, so this one has covers. You know what? Nah. Let me look up. And I'll get some more evidence real quick. I think how it works on these. Oh. Oh, okay. So it is a little different on these guys. Okay. So it would be kind of like this. I need to put this back. But it's hard to kind of explain it, I guess. Doesn't help that I'm not getting great picture views. I think Emile Bertin has the covers. So what I'm talking about is French cruisers do this funny thing with their triples, and they have with the range finding pair, they have like some kind of cover. Like it would be if there was no cover, it would look like this. Kind of, sort of. Maybe something a little more like that. However, as I'm looking at it, Emile Bertin specifically had covers. So that would make it go like, let me find a better view. It's pretty hard to find a good view of that. Yeah, so it is covered. It actually is covered for Emile Bertin. Which means behind here would be fine. And something like that. This side should still be normal. So I am going to make a copy of the turret real quick. And that's one of the miscellaneous fixes I was talking about. It might hold up. What if I did it? Because it's not like completely flat. It's kind of. It goes like straight back. There's this cutout section. Maybe like that? No. Yeah, for now, it'll stay like here. Anyhow, I'm going to make a copy of the turret after we do some stuff. So for the interior, because our lifts are so skinny, I'm going to assume it uses one lift with two exit chutes. or maybe just one full lift in general. And where lifts actually exit is kind of interesting. So ammo, we're gonna put it at the center. Just so if this turret turns, nothing fishy. Lift, medium. Alright, there we go. So, I'm going to make the best I can here. This turret. Just because I don't have any interior photos. And I kind of have to go off of guessing to how this would be. So, there is one thing you need to know before doing this. Doing these turrets. When they turn, they lose their interior doesn't turn with them. Can I do it like that? Yeah. So what I'm actually going to do. But I am going to do it for show. Because that's the type of person I am. I want these to look nice. So we're going to start with a low gun pit. With little teeth there. They're probably going to raise up right here. Because there's a gun pit and only one lift. Area right here to get behind. Oh, no, wait, no, there would be a rammer. Like a scoop and a rammer. So I need a trapdoor. Not that one. Yeah, this one will work. Periscope. Tube. Because that would simulate the head being able to lower and, follow and lower. Here, something like that. So it looks like it is on its own support. Piston. I generally add rammers to all my designs, even if they might not have had them. So I'm going to do something different here. I think this will work fine. No, not what I meant. Oh. Something like that. Yeah, that's fine. So there we go. Now we need a 4 for the rest of the turret. So here we go. There. You got your 4. Now comes the more difficult part, and which is why I was waiting to finish this. And I will take just to make it easy on myself. Highest points right there. Might have actually gone. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. So with that, I'm going to convert this back to a normal turret. And apparently deleted the rangefinder. Which means that this is going bye-bye. Just going to have a plain soft top. And if I want to look at images, I think I see where a door is. Door into the turret is what I'm talking about when I say that. Let me see. I think I know where it is. I think it's back here. So this one has the big old rangefinder in the way. So it should look like that. Maybe flatten it out right there. Just make it a kind of top cover line. Nah, it's fine like that. Okay. So we're probably going to put doors where they seem the most acceptable. For me, that seems right here. Except it's not. The doors need to be in the same area, in my opinion. So right there would probably be the best bet, is the issue. I could just do it right there. Alright. I use trapdoors. And the trapdoor you want to use is this guy, the torpedo. Because he flips like that, and I can just get up. Like that. I don't assume this will have a separate uh, separate area for the crew, for the guys directing the guns. So what I'm gonna do is very simple. Here will be where the gun commander sits. So stool, and yes, I see those pillagers. He needs a button for a fuse box. And how I usually do this is I'd probably have more. I need steel sign, steel one. More stuff here, but yeah. There. This needs to be. I'll put that there as a fire locker and decorative. It's kind of like a radio on top of it. And then over on this side, we're going to have the secondary. And he's going to just get a platform. Right there. He's going to stand right here. And, oh wait, do I even need the other trapdoor there? So let's say I'm walking. Yeah, I can just come up. Okay, I don't need the other trapdoor. Like that. Alright. Come in here, bam. There's another platform right here. This will probably be a torch here, so people have light. And then here will be the signals guy. Which means I need not a fuse block, but it's not decorative, is it? Let me see if I have it in my inventory. I don't. I have it somewhere, I think. So let's go explore and we'll see if I remember what I'm looking for. Something I use a lot. It's not a fuse box. It's a switchboard. Switchboard. Okay. Didn't really need to go all that far. For communications, have one side that way, have the other like that. Get another sign. Steel sign. Bam. Bam. Alright. That's good enough for me. give him his own area too. He would have to enter right here, so I can put some. Alright, so sorry about that, but put a motor block in here. If I can get it to orient right, make it a vent. Put the torch right there. Make the vent up here, I think. Is there a way I can place this about? Yeah, and then put another switchboard. Ooh, yeah, I forgot I could do that. That and the vent. There. Maybe change that block out for something else, like not a stair, I don't think, because you don't want to be able to look through the ground there. I'll just do that. All right. So there's your way in. The other one's going to be different because it has rangefinders, so you have to do it differently. The command position should stay the same, so grab that. Grab all the basics. All right, here. Keep the command position exactly the same because it is not going anywhere. Next, this area is still going to be there. But it's going to be put on the other side, and I'll show you why in a sec. The sign needs to go back up here. You'll notice this time I don't have a stool there, because there will be a guy right here. And you'll see that block right there, and remember what it is. But none other than the rangefinder. How you do this, it's very simple. And because of what kind of periscope it is, put an observation periscope. You can also put this in the center of the turret, but I was trying to take up a little more space. So yeah, here you go for the turret. Is there any last change I want to do? I don't think so. I think last time I said I was going to do the boiler rooms, but I do not have time for that. And it's already getting a little long and half the video is screwed up. I'd rather do the boiler rooms on a clean slate. But hopefully, I need to add this. Oh, that's another thing I need to add to this room, and as well some cargo. It's kind of a good slot to put cargo. It's just this like alcove area. This needs to be put somewhere that's easily accessible. Put a carpet over it. It blocks the one way, but at the same time, you can still go the other way. Or I orient it the other way. Like this. Yeah, I think that's better. It kind of fits into the vibe of that area. Alright. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. This one was, again, I don't think it was super long. But at the same time, I mean, not every one of these has to be very long, I guess. It does give you this. Again, oh, Looks like I'm interrupting myself because I noticed I could do something. Nope. There we go. Yeah. I think that looks nice. All right. So I'll definitely see you guys next time. And I guess I'm gonna start saying it now. Like and subscribe. I didn't really want to say that, but probably should start doing it at some point. Uh, I'll put the next one probably on Sunday. I'm not sure though because I've been a bit busy with college work. So that completely depends, I guess. Hopefully I get it out sooner. Next one will probably be boiler rooms. Boiler rooms and maybe secondary mags. I'm not sure where they go though, so I'd have to look back over the plans. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed thoroughly, and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.